What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the NYG Blue Zone. It's your boy Attikis. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so every time we drop some new content, you're one of the first ones to be notified. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers. We appreciate all you guys. We appreciate all the engagement, the support. We growing the channel, and it's working out, and I'm having a whole lot of fun doing it. I love the New York Football Giants. I love talking about the Giants. I really wish there were better things that we could be talking about on a regular basis, on this bye week. The only satisfaction I've actually gotten this bye week is from watching the Eagles lose, the Commanders lose, and the Cowboys lose. So it's been a pretty good bye week in terms of that. So the only team that didn't lose this bye week was the New York Football Giants out of the NFC East, and I will take because we've just had a rough way to go this year. So we've been trying to figure out what's broken with this team, scratching our heads, pointing fingers, and just coming up with no answers. What's going right and what's gone just like way wrong. Today, I want to pivot. I've been having a lot of fun getting together all of this content, studying and reading some of the things, and a lot of it I lived, so it's near and dear to my heart. But I want to talk about what New York Football Giants greatness actually looks like. The Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026 was announced probably about a week ago, and I gotta say, it's one of the most stacked classes I've ever seen. So let me bring up this graphic for you guys so we can take a look at this together. And you'll see exactly what I have, that this is going to be a good one. So when you start off, you look at this list, you see some absolute locks. You got Drew Brees, record-breaking career. This man rewrote the record book on accuracy and yardage, and every time he got on the field, you knew he was going to light stuff up. First ballot, no question, right? Then you got Larry Fitzgerald. He's one of the greatest receivers of all time. I mean, rarely did the ball hit the ground when it came his way. And he's one of the finest human beings to ever play football. Luke Coughlin. He revolutionized the linebacker play with the Carolina Panthers. I mean, just breaking records left and right on that team. Obviously, they were an expansion team, but he still holds a lot of the records at that linebacker position today. And I remember when he retired abruptly, he was just like at that point where he was no mas, right? And I get it. It was a business decision designed to make sure that he had a life that extended beyond football. And I respect players that can do that. Tiki Barber also did that. And I respected him. Why would I respect Luke Kuechly for doing the same thing? Terrell Suggs, Jari Evans. Jari Evans, this is his second time coming up, and it's a tough class for him to get into. But, he played extremely well for the New Orleans Saints, and I suspect he's got a chance of making it, although I'm not sure. It'd be nice to see him make it in there too. And these are just a few of the names, right? There are a lot of people who have got strong consideration this year, and not everybody can go. But the people who I want to talk about, for us, the people that mean the most to us, for Giants fans, there's only two names on that list that I'm really, truly focusing in on. They hit different. Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin. And I know a lot of the national narrative likes to break them down, right? There's a lot of noise. You got people who saying Eli was just average, or Tom Coughlin, he was just a 500 coach. And I want to have a real healthy debate dialogue about that today. Because when you really peel back the layers, when you look at the context, when you look at the stats, when you look at all the circumstances that went into both of these men's careers, those arguments fall completely apart. Now, I want to start off with Coach Tom Coughlin. He is one of the 9 semifinalists in the coach category. And his case is pretty unique. I mean, first you got to respect the wins, right? 170 regular season wins. That ranks 14th all time. And he's got 12 playoff wins on top of that. So that's a .632 winning percentage in the postseason. But context matters. So he didn't just inherit a playoff team, like he actually built one from scratch in Jacksonville. It was an expansion team, and he took them to 2 AFC championship games in their first 5 years of existence. That's unheard of. You have to be really good at what you do, really good at identifying talent, really good at developing talent to achieve that. Then he comes to New York. He brings discipline, he brings Coughlin time, and he wins 2 Super Bowls. Do you know how rare that is? There's only 13 coaches in NFL history that have won 2 or more Super Bowls. And he didn't do it against nobodies. Like, he beat the greatest dynasty of our era, of our generation, of several generations. The Bill Belichick, Tom Brady Patriots. And he ain't do it once. Like Drake said, Nike ain't pay him to do it once, they paid him to do it again. He did it twice to prove that the first one wasn't a fluke. And you can't tell the story of some of the greatest championship runs in NFL history without bringing up Tom Coughlin and his frostbitten nose and cheeks in that NFC championship game in Green Bay. And to me, that's the definition of a Hall of Famer. And let's go to Eli Manning, Easy E. That's my boy. Yo, I still rock my Eli Manning jerseys with pride today. That dude has given me more reasons to smile at the quarterback position than I had in a long time. I like our new quarterback, Jackson Dart, but this video is all about TC and Easy E, right? So there's the debate, and this is where things kind of get heated, because the critics are going to look at the 117 win, 117 loss record, and they're going to say, does he belong? And I get that. They look at the interceptions. I get that too. But does that make him average? That's what the haters are going to say. But me, I completely disagree. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, availability is a skill in a league where the best ability is availability. And Eli Manning was an Iron Man. 210 consecutive starts. The third longest streak by a quarterback in NFL history. He never missed a game due to injury. He was always there every single Sunday. If you couldn't count on nothing else, you could count on Eli Manning, number 10, suiting up. And as long as he suited up, we had a chance. You don't compile 57,000 passing yards, 11th all time, 366 touchdowns, 11th all time by being average. You do it by being elite for a very long time. That's Easy E. The 2011 season, people are going to say the defense carried him. Really? That might have happened in 2007 with that ferocious pass rush that we had. I still remember Tom Brady talking about it in the Super Bowl. All he sees is these long arms. It's like trying to throw through a forest. I still remember that. But in 2011, yeah, I don't think so. That was pretty much Eli Manning. That year, he set the NFL record for the most fourth quarter touchdowns in a single season with 15. He threw for 1,219 yards in that postseason alone, the most to date in NFL history. He dragged a 9-7 with a 27-ranked defense to a Super Bowl and won. That's not managing a game. That's carrying a franchise. The clutch factor, 27 fourth quarter comebacks, 37 game-winning drives, and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Did I say that before? 2 Super Bowl MVPs? Yes, he got them too. There's only 5 players in the NFL to have multiple Super Bowl MVPs, and Eli Manning is one of those 5. Yo, when the lights was on and when they were the brightest, he was perfect. There was no other quarterback I wanted leading my team in the Super Bowl than Eli Manning. That's how good he was. Now I want to address this 500 record directly. Like, why did we lose so many games in the back half of Eli Manning's career? And I talked about this at nauseum. I said these front office signings, these busted draft picks, these horrible free agent signings are going to ruin this man's legacy. And that's literally what started to happen. I mean, from 2012 to 2019, Jerry Reese and Dave Gettleman, they failed horribly at fixing that offensive line. Like, we watched Eli Manning running for his life behind guys like Eric Flowers and Patrick Omame. Like, we watched them pay Nate Solder a record contract who was garbage, only to come in and give up the most pressures in the league. And in 2019, our O-line was ranked 20th by PFF. And that was considered one of the good years. For nearly a decade, Eli Manning played with a bottom-tier offensive line. He had no running game, not until Saquon Barkley came. And by that time, they drafted Daniel Jones and were prepared to move on from him. So to judge his win-loss record without acknowledging all of these failures by the front office to make sure that he had not a world-beating offensive line, but just an adequate one, that's just lazy analysis. In fact, I would dare say that is no analysis. So yeah, the class of 2026 is stacked, right? Drew Brees belongs in the Football Hall of Fame. He's going. Larry Fitzgerald, he's going. But so do Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning. They both belong and they both should go. They represent the very best of what made the Giants an incredible organization and why the team and the sport mean so much to me. I got memories that's going to last a lifetime. And despite the chaos, the noise, the dysfunction that's surrounding the team right now, these guys, their legacy remains. They are the gold standard. For 15 years, they gave us some really good memories and reasons to fall in love with the Giants again and again. It's time to send these guys to Canton, Ohio. So that's my show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love talking Eli, TC, Easy E, my boy. You can't spell elite without Eli. I appreciate you guys for spending some time with us. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so every time we drop some content, you're one of the first ones to be notified. Yo, on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining us. Go Big Blue.
Yeah, a lot of girls probably crying from my old high school. Look, they see me everywhere they go. I probably would too. Look, crossed over to the Jordan man like I'm Michael. Yeah, eating blessings so much I might need lipo. Yeah, tailored for the doves like I'm walking in chucks. Yeah, it's just in this plan, man, I see all y'all shook. Look, knew that I was great ever since I was a rook. Man, all y'all singles making me look good. Okay, praise to the Most High, yeah, that's Jesus. Look, but when it come to this rap thing, I can't lose. Yeah, back-to-back number ones, that's a thing greats do. Yeah, tell them boys that ain't nothing I can't do. It's my year. It's my year.